Hello and welcome to this tutorial looking at designing your skate deck design using Photoshop. So once you have completed your inspiration task and you've chosen your artist, you at this stage should have found some subject matter photos, so you're ready to actually start designing in Photoshop. So to do that, you're going to download this template on Google Classroom. So click on the file. It's too large to download it straight away, so you will need to select the three little dots, more actions, open in a new window, and download the template from here. Once your file has downloaded, you can then open Photoshop and use this template. So let's do that. So I've opened Photoshop and now I need to find that template. So I'm going to go File, Open, and it should be located in your downloads. So I can see that here, and you can see I've also got my design references ready to go. Now, when you are first using Photoshop, it can be a little daunting because there's lots of new settings. So we're going to look at the basics for what you need to create this design with. And the main thing you want to know, that you need to know to start, is that Photoshop works in layers. So this template here has been organized into layers for you, and every section of a layer is in a folder, apart from the background. So we've got the board layer, and then these things you don't really need to access. So the only section that you need to use is the board designs layer folder. So you want to drop that arrow down and open up. If I toggle this off, you can see the design is gone, and if we bring it back, this is what we're working with. So these are our layers, and in Photoshop we also have tools. So we've got layers and we've got tools, and then up the top is our tool control panel. So for right now, we're just going to focus on the layers because the first step is to put in our photo references for our subject matter. So we're going to select that board-based layer and create a new layer on top. This little plus symbol down the bottom just brings us a whole new layer. So click on that and create a new blank layer. Now from here, this is where we're going to drop in our files that we've downloaded. So to do that, we go File, Place Embedded, and you locate your files. Now for me, I'm going to drop in this Greek bust, okay? And we can scale it up, scale it down, keeping in mind that your skateboard is quite skinny, okay? So you really only want to have, 1, 2, or 3 elements maximum. You don't want to overdo the skateboard to, make the design look effective. So I'm just repositioning my figure here, and don't worry if it's overlapping, we're going to fix that later. Once you're happy with it, it may look pixelated to start, and that's okay. If you press enter, your design will clear up and it will look much better. So pretty happy with that position. If you don't like the position and you'd like to change it, simply hold down Command T and you will have that control available to you. So I'll hit enter again to finish that, and it's already labeled in as a layer. Once I've placed it, it's showed up here just called Greek bust, so that's really helpful because that's the file that I dropped in. We're going to drop in our other files now, so we do the same process. So File, Place Embedded, and I'm going to put a hoodie over the top of this character, make it as big as what I need to, zooming out with my zoom scroll. So again, don't worry if you don't get this perfect, it's just at this stage we're just trying to get the main elements. That looks pretty good for now. Make sure I've got the right layer selected. I'm happy with that. Now once you have got some images in here and you click on your layers, or you try to click on your layers and move them around, you'll notice that something else has been selected. That is because this layer is above the images. So we do need to lock these sections so that we can then play around with the board design layers. So simply select the edges folder, hit the lock button, do the same for the board bends and same for the truck holes, because we actually they need to stay the same, so that's fine. Now when we select the hoodie layer, and I might just double click that and rename it hoodie, it's working as I can select it and move it around. So that's what we want. So that's good. So happy with that. I'll drop in my next design file, which is this like ice cream cone background. Just a nice pop of color. I'll rotate that around and drag it in. And I'll bring it below my hoodie layer. And that looks pretty good for now. Okay, so I've got my 3 graphics in. I've got my subject matter of my face, the hoodie over them, and then my background design. So from here, once we've got our layers set up, we can then start to edit them. Oops. We can then start to edit the layers. So a couple of things we can do here. I'm going to turn off the ice cream cone layer because I'm not trying to edit that yet. I do want to fix this hoodie file because it's got these pixelated areas. So to do that, we're going to now go to our tool section. So we've learned a little bit about layers. Now we're going to start to edit these layers using our tools. So the most common tool you will use is the move tool to move things around. Okay, and each tool has to be selected for you to use the tool. If you hover over any of the tools, it will explain to you the shortcut key. So in this case it's V, and there's a little arrow. If you 2-finger click or right click, it will give you some other options to use. So just know that the main one we use is move tool to start. And I want to remove this checkered background. So a really helpful tool to do that is the quick selection tool. So I'm going to select my quick selection tool, make sure I've got the right layer chosen, and click and drag, and it selects pixels of similar color. So that's really helpful. I've got that selection. Now, if I just pressed delete now, in theory it should delete those checkers, but watch what happens when I press delete. Error message. Can't complete this request because the object is not directly editable. So how you can resolve that is if you have a look at your layers, you will see a little paper icon. That icon needs to disappear for us to delete things. So what we're going to do is 2-finger click on the layer text and choose rasterize layer, and watch what happens. That symbol will disappear, which is what we want. So now when I press delete, it's done exactly what I want. So I'm going to continue with my selection, delete, and again continue over here and delete. Okay. To get rid of those running ants, we hold 2-finger click and deselect. So that looks pretty good now. If I toggle on the Greek bust, okay, I can see that they are now showing up nicely in there without the checkers. So I'm happy with how that is looking at the moment. If I want to edit those other layers, I will have to do the same process. So I'll just go ahead and rasterize the other layers as well to save me pain later. Okay, and I can click that back on and have a look at that. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how this is looking so far. What I do want to do is have a look at the ice cream cone background now. So it's going over the entire composition. I don't want it to be on the character's face, so I need to fix that. So we're going to create a new layer, and this layer is actually going to be, I think I need to place it somewhere here. And now I'm going to do some drawing or painting using the brush tool. So I just want to fill that in with white color right underneath the Greek bust. So this is where layers are important. So let's have a look at that. So my color selection is down here in this tool area. I want it to be white, but you can click on that and choose any array of colors. So I just want it to be white. Click OK, and this is my paintbrush. Now if I start drawing in, it's really small. So you can control the size of your brush in the tool control panel. So we've got layers, we've got tools, and now I can control the settings of my tools up here. So think of it like, you know, if you're completing a painting and you want a certain kind of brush, this is where you would make those choices. So up here is where the size of the brush is. Now I can change that size up here, or I could also use my square bracket tools to enlarge and shrink. Aha. Now, I've done this incorrectly because, as you can see, when I paint, it's actually painting over the hoodie, which I don't want. So I need to change the order of the layers, okay, to make sure that that has worked. So I've got, yeah, my white layer underneath, my Greek bust layer, and then my hoodie. So that's looking really good. Now, if I was happy with this design, the next step is to remove all the areas around the outside of the skate deck and just to actually isolate those areas. So I'll just fix up my background before I do that, because I'm thinking about how I'm going to paint this, and I really don't want to paint that many squares perfectly. So I'm just going to make this this ice cream cone pattern much larger, so I basically don't have to do as much work later on when I paint the actual board. So enter. Okay, it's a bit pixelated, but that's fine. This is just a design reference for us. So now what we need to do is isolate the area around the skate deck, and we're going to create a mask to do that. To get rid of all the designs on the outside of the board, because now we want to see how it's actually going to look, so it's a really cool visualization process, we need our quick selection tool again, but this time we're going to select the board base. So using your quick selection tool, you're just going to click and drag just in the middle of the board, and you'll get that shape. So what we want to do here is now isolate the parts that we don't want to see. So I'm going to select my top layer, which is my hoodie layer, and right down the bottom here is a layer mask tool. So I'll click this, watch what happens. Okay, now the parts of the hoodie that were outside the board have disappeared, which is what I want. So we're going to apply the same process to all of our layers. So quick selection tool, click and drag over the board base, select the layer that we want to clean up, the edges, and again, select the board base, select the layer that we want to apply the mask to, and you can see where we're going with this. And then the last step, click and drag on the board base, go to our ice cream cone layer and apply the mask. Now that is a very simplified version of how you would create a design in Photoshop, but we're not done yet. The final step is to save your file and print it so that it's the perfect template for transferring onto your skate deck. So how we do that is we need another tool. It won't show up here, so we need to find it. So we go to the three little dots, okay? And yours probably won't actually be there. So you might need to two-finger click and edit your toolbar and find the slice tool down here and drag it over and hit done so that you can actually use it. So I've already got my slice tool. So once you've got the slice tool, or you could use the shortcut C, you're going to two-finger click over to your canvas and divide the slice. Now we need to divide it horizontally into two pieces, and these two pieces are 2 A3 perfect size A3 paper. So we go OK, and then we need to export these files for printing. So we go File, Export, Save for Web, Might be easier to put it on my desktop. Save, and let's save it to the desktop. Call it skate deck print. Open up my files. And it should be saved in a folder called images. So you can see I've made some other exports. These are the ones I want. So from here I'm going to select both of those images, 2-finger click, and open with preview. Hold Command A to select both of them, and we're going to send them to the printer. So File, Print, and we need them to be A3. And that's it. You can then trace your design directly onto your skateboard and it will be the perfect size. So, thank you for watching and happy skateboard designing.